Hi, it's Donna from redcarpetlearning.com, and we're here, number five of the 5 unexpected ways to develop soft skills in your team members. And we talked about, these are all the skills we talked about on our webinar in April of 2025, but just in case you missed it or you needed a refresher, we talked about number 1, which is giving people a chance to practice the skills. Telling is not the same as developing the skills. Number 2, which was giving them less is more, understanding that we don't want to shove all this information into one training session and then expect behavior change. Number 3 was creating reflective space, giving people a chance to really think and discuss and connect the dots between the skill that they're learning and how they apply that in their everyday job. Number 4 was layering the learning. That one and done training sessions rarely make an impact unless the learning is continued. The conversation is continuous, the beginning, not the end. And number 5 really should have been number 1, but when I did that video, I was forgetting number 1. So we're going to call it number 5, and that is to set very clear expectations related to soft skills. A lot of times job descriptions have things that are the hard skills, the tasks, the deliverables, but we talk about the what, but we rarely talk about the how. So really thinking through, how, when customers come in, do you want them to be greeted? Do you want people to understand how important it is to not just point somewhere, but escort someone to a destination and entertain them along the way? How do we want to treat our coworkers with the same level of care and respect as we treat our customers? How do we make new coworkers feel welcome? How do we, if we're on the phone, how do we put people on hold? Not just putting them on hold, but how do we do that in a way that makes people feel cared about and respected? How do we make decisions as a supervisor without constantly sending people to HR to let them make those decisions instead of us? How do we provide better interpersonal communication? What does that look like? And how do we develop critical thinking in ourselves and also in our team members? And so really thinking through, what are my expectations? And instead of just saying things like, oh, it's just common sense, they should just know, understanding that it's not necessarily common sense for everybody. If it's not happening, it's clearly not common sense. And so getting very clear on what those expectations are so that then you can have micro-learning sessions where you help people practice their skills, where you give them a chance to reflect on those skills, where you layer that learning, and where you remember that less is more. So there you have it, the 5 ways to develop soft skills in your team members. And if you want a tool to help you do this, we have that available to you. We have 52 weeks of customer service micro-learning sessions that are 10 to 15 minutes long. It's a hybrid of a video and actual skills development, reflective learning, layered learning. And then we have 52 weeks of supervisory skills. So if you want to learn more, we'll put more information in the comments below. And in the meantime, just take all of this information and apply it to what you're doing to develop your team members today, because information is great, but transformation is better.